Yo, Kingdom, community vibes, community ties. Terrance Tucker is the brother who's connecting the tribe.
Boom, we back in the building. And we in North Carolina this time, y'all. We in North Carolina. North Carolina, come on your razor.
Hey, take your shirt off.
Take your shirt off. Don't take your shirt off.
Right, because I ain't taking mine
off whenever you are alone. Okay? But for now, leave it on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if you got a South Carolina State shirt on. Alright? But leave it on, baby.
Made me wish I would have brought my SU.
Oh,
we're gonna get into that though.
We're
gonna get into that though.
And we got one of your sons in the building.
Yes, sir.
One of your sons in the building,
sir.
man. One of your loyal sons
Rambling.
in the building, man. Listen, y'all. We are so grateful and so thankful to have this young man, my guy YP in the building, man. You know what I'm saying?
Having me touched. I appreciate it, brother.
Before we get to this guy right here, because we definitely got to get to him, we got to pay two quick bills, y'all. First of all, welcome to the Community Vibe Podcast, man, where we highlight, man, phenomenal people doing phenomenal things within their respective communities, okay? That's what we're about, you know what I'm saying? We're not about a whole debate show or anything like that. We have to listen. We have to support each other, all right? Lifting as we climb, okay? So let's make sure that we know that without him, without me, without you, there's no us, okay?
Period.
All right, so those two bills that I have to pay, number one, let me tell you something. If God woke you up this morning, you should be thanking him right now. You should be saying, thank you, Lord, because you look on the TV, look around the world, there are people leaving here every single day, okay? So if you can breathe air, okay? If you can talk, if you can see, you should be giving God all the praise right now because he is able, he is worthy to be praised, okay?
Amen, brother.
I'm trying to tell you.
Amen, brother.
Now, number two, okay? Shout out to Charlotte, North Carolina, man. Shout out to Charlotte, North Carolina, man. It's my second home, man. You know, I love coming here. You know, I love visiting my peoples here, man. You know, I love this state, man. You know, but I love this city, okay? And we gonna big up, okay, you see my shirt. My shirt says South Carolina State, but we gonna big up Winston-Salem State University.
He even says it right. You hear how he said it? Winston-Salem.
We gonna
it
big
runs
up
all the way together.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta big up those Rams out here.
Absolutely.
Those Rams,
Absolutely.
man.
Stand up. If you ain't a Ram, you ain't. And y'all know the rest
And you
of
know
that.
what it is. Okay? HBCU culture.
All day.
Stand up out here, man. We supporting each other. Rams. We got a loyal son right here.
Absolutely.
That's doing phenomenal work within the community. So we're gonna just go ahead on and dive into that because that's why we're here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, listen, man, if you're watching, because I know you're watching, stand up right now and give a huge round of applause for my guy, YP in the building.
What's happening?
Dog,
What's
thank you so
happening,
much,
man? You already know, bro. You
my
already
guy came
know.
through, man. He ain't hesitate, man. Like he ain't shoot me a bunch of excuses. He came through like, Doug, where you need me at? What's the address?
coming.
And he here.
Yes,
all
sir.
right?
Yes,
and that's
sir.
love right there. We understand a lot of people don't want to leave the house because of the whole pandemic.
Yeah.
But I tell you right now, man, listen, we have to figure things out because you can't stay stuck in the house. You know what I'm saying?
Can't live in
Get
fear.
out. You can't live in fear. You know what I'm saying? And it's my brother, so it's whatever. Instant. You know what I mean? So, my guy, listen, how you doing?
Man, I'm good, bro. I can't complain at all. Life is well, even with everything going on.
Even with everything going
life
on.
has been very, very good to me.
Now, you from Statesville.
I am.
Statesville
DeVille stand up.
DeVille.
DeVille. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm
Throw
saying?
them V's up.
Throw them
You
V's
already
up.
know.
What high school you went to?
Statesville Senior High.
Statesville Senior High, man.
Y'all know,
Salute.
best city in the county.
Ooh,
Y'all
he
know.
talking now.
Don't
He
talk.
talking
Hey,
now.
they know what it is.
Hey, boy, it might be some smoke
With
later
them
on.
Greyhounds, y'all know how
Ooh,
we
them
rock.
Greyhounds, man.
Still running.
Fastest dog in the land.
Still running
Fastest
it.
dog
Y'all
in the
know
land.
what it is.
Now, when you left Statesville, man, you went to a phenomenal historical HBCU.
Man. Yes, sir.
Why Winston-Salem State?
Man, like, we was actually talking about this before we started. I had no idea. Like, I knew what an HBCU was, but at that time I didn't know they were called HBCUs.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I just knew my brother went to A&T.
There was a lot of black people.
Right. It was, we pulled up. I'm like, bro, I ain't never seen.
I ain't never seen
you know what I'm
this
saying? Like,
before.
my peoples are from Florida,
Right.
so I knew about FAMU
Right.
because my family, my auntie went to FAMU,
Right.
my uncle went to FAMU,
Right.
and before I really started thinking about college and stuff, that was really like all I knew.
Gotcha.
But like I told y'all, man, they started recruiting me for ball. And we used to go to the mall in Winston all the time, you know what I'm saying, when I was a peewee. But when we actually went to the school, I was like, man, I've been coming to Winston all this time in my life, never knew there was a college here. Like, never knew there was a black college there.
Wow.
Man, went on the visit, fell in love with the coaches, and then just the atmosphere, man. We went to a basketball game, and it was the day that everybody came back to campus because classes was about to start for spring semester on that Monday. Man, and it was just nuts in the stadium, you know what I'm saying, watching the game. They had I had never seen a band at a basketball game, so they had the prep band over there. Man, it was crazy. The Chili's was I was like, yo, this is
lit.
Great, and it's us.
Yeah,
it's all us. Like, I'm the majority. Like, I'm no longer.
It's no fighting or nothing. It's no
What?
fighting.
Yo,
no shooting.
it's all love.
It's all love.
All the
man.
players,
HBCU,
man. They was
man.
like, yo, you gotta come play. You know what I'm
on,
saying?
man.
Like, come through. You know, man. It was just. One of my cats. Shout out to Stan Wright.
Salute,
I went
Stan.
to a camp with him for Carolina camp, and me and him just clicked. But he was a year older than me.
Gotcha.
So he had left, and I didn't know, but he went to Winston-Salem State.
Yeah.
So when I came down there, when I came to the basketball court, I heard somebody was like, Statesville, because that's what he used to call me. And I looked up. I'm like, oh, my man Stan here. So
It's love.
it was just love, man.
Yeah.
And then just the environment, what you felt, the energy. I was like, yo, I'm good. Like, this is where I'm going. This is where I'm going. And it changed my life forever, bro, forever.
That's dope, man. That's dope, man. So you went there and you played ball.
I did.
You know, you had a wonderful time, man. What's some of the lessons you learned from attending at HBCU, man? More importantly, man, Winston-Salem State.
Man, accountability. Like, the lessons you learn at HBCUs, I think, extend far beyond the classroom.
Wow.
Because you have people, depending on where you went, and I haven't heard anybody that's went to a HBCU that had a different story or a different experience.
Right.
The professors, the administrators, the people that you tap into you.
Wow.
Man, they give you so much more than just education.
Boy.
You know, they tell you about your history.
Now.
They tell you about who you are.
Yeah.
They tell you about where you come from. They tell you about the history of the institution, who's the name on that building, who that man was, and what he did for African Americans, who that building is named after. You know what I mean? And you start realizing.
Well, you give me memories.
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, because you start to build this sense of pride. Like, this ain't what I was taught.
Right.
In high school, you know what I'm saying? And you get here, and then just the no nonsense attitude. Like, you got some professors that
like a mom and dad.
Bruh, I got two of them. I got two of them, bro. Miss Gray. Yeah. She was over the drama guild. Yeah. We was at, and then Mama Burt. And Mama Burt was the choir director because I sang in the choir too. Okay. And bruh, I mean, to this day, I'm literally doing a project for Mama Burke right now. Wow. And I've been gone. I graduated in 2008, so I've been gone 12 years, but I'm still connected. She talks to my wife like it's her daughter. My kids call her G Ma Burke. Wow. Like, that's my second mom. You know what I'm saying? And that don't happen if I don't go to Winston-Salem State University. You know what I'm saying? And just the influences, the black men that you see. And then one of the things that really stuck to me was seeing black men be about business. Like where I was from in my hometown, you didn't see that a lot. You know what I mean? You saw the superstar football player that didn't end up doing nothing, and now he back on the block. You saw some cats that left and got away, but you didn't really see them come back. So you knew they were doing good, but you didn't really get to see them on an everyday basis. But you know, then getting introduced to Greek life, you know, I knew about it, but I didn't know about it. You know, seeing brothers handle their business, you know, running an organization, learning how to run an organization, learning how to, those little nuances and principles that you get, you know, at the HBCU, man, I just think the culture is like none other.
Now, you know, so to kind of piggyback off something that you just mentioned, you pledged.
I did.
Why Alpha?
So it's funny. It's funny. It's funny because
06, y'all.
You already know what it is. You know I gotta do. You know, you see the band. You see the band. You already know.
06, y'all.
So it's funny though because my high school, all of high school, bro. My number one mentor in high school. I had two of them. One of them was a Sigma. One of them was an Omega. So I took to Omega. I wanted to do Omega my whole all through. So I got to college, man, and at that time the Omegas at Winston were going through some stuff. You know what I mean? They were trying to reestablish, and
we all fall short.
Yeah, they had some issues. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not, you know, back in the day, you know, I'd talk some junk, but you know, we 34, we ain't gotta go there no more. You know, we good. It's no beef. But because every organization has been through it. But it just didn't leave a good taste in my mouth at the time. And as a matter of fact, I was very interested in Omega. I was very interested in Omega. I went to a couple of meetings in Omega. I'm
being transparent.
I'm an open book. You know what I mean?
Listen, man, a lot of people won't say that.
Yeah, I was very interested.
Guys won't be transparent. I mean, be honest like that.
Yeah, you know, my mentor had done it. You know, he had let me in on some things. But it was some things that happened that went down, not personally to me, just kind of what I saw from a perspective. And it just left a taste in my mouth that it just wasn't good. So my best friend, Daryl Davinu, DJ Rollins, he pledged on the Centennial line at Alpha. So at that time we were juniors. So I knew a lot of cats that was on that line. Like they had 16 that crossed. Out of the 16, I probably knew 14 of them personally. So I was like, all right, well, you know, these are cats in my circle. You know, let me dig a little bit deeper into it. So I started researching it, and I started looking up things, and it just started attracting to me. And then I started, you know, viewing the brothers on the yard, seeing how they handled themselves. So, you know, I took interest, and it didn't happen while I was in school, though. You know, it didn't happen while I was in school for various reasons. But you know, that didn't stop the show. I kept wanting it, and then the opportunity came to do grad chapter, and it gave me. I was trying to do Alpha in college for all the wrong reasons.
All the wrong reasons, and we say that as humble as possible.
I'm being as transparent as I can, Tuck. It was not one right reason I wanted them letters.
Not one.
It wasn't. I wanted them for one reason.
Forgive us.
But I wanted them for multiple reasons according to that one reason.
That was just.
It gave you access.
It gave you the key to the Pandora.
To that box. Just keeping it 100.
Keeping it a buck.
And you know,
keep it a buck.
After being, you know, because I'm 2 years in now, man, going on 3. And I was 32 when I crossed. And I had a different reason for it. You know, I'm married with kids. It wasn't about that no more. You know, it was really about the work of the organization. And you know, and that's why for all organizations, I always say we shoot our jabs and stuff. But at the end of the day, bro, we are here for the same common purpose, to uplift mankind and for the African American man.
There you go.
And be leaders. So I had a different I had a totally different mindset about it. You know, it wasn't for the party hopping, it wasn't for the women, it wasn't for all that. It was for the work of Alpha. and for the work of the fraternity.
So you played football.
I did.
And you had a great time playing football.
Oh God,
you learned a lot of lessons.
Yes.
But when you finish school, like all former ball players, you know what I'm saying, former athletes, you go through that, dang, it's no more ball, now what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about that transition from playing sports, right, to adulthood.
To life,
life, man. Like there's no more sports. Like, you know what I mean? Because you know, we have so many players and ball players, man, that kind of go through the
struggle with that transition.
Yeah.
So for me, it hit early because I had to stop playing ball early because I got injured. Like all through high school, I never had one injury. I think I missed a half of a game in high school due to an injury. And when I got to college though, man, I just got injury prone. And I don't know if that's just because like the high school I played for, my body wasn't physically ready for college, and it took a second. But I had a back injury that postponed me my freshman year. Then my sophomore year, I came back, we played, my sophomore year in camp, I messed up my knee, but I came back at the end of the season. Junior year, played that year. Then the spring of going into which would have been my redshirt junior year, I messed up my back. Bad. Power cleaning.
Wow.
And I went to the chiropractor, went back home, went to the chiropractor, and he said, listen, man, hey, listen, you could stop playing ball right now, heal up, get your back right, because I found out I had a slight case of scoliosis. Said, you can get back together, and then be fine. He said, or you can keep playing, have a great career, and never get to play with your kids because your back is out of whack.
Wow.
So that ended it for me right there. And bruh, you couldn't tell me I wasn't going to the league. Even looking back at it now, knowing that now I wasn't good enough to make it to the league, you couldn't tell me I wasn't going. You know what I mean? Like I was gonna make it somehow, some way. So when that happened, man, I was like, God, ain't no more ball. Like all I know is ball. I've been playing ball this is the reason I'm here. I'm on scholarship here to play ball. So it was a transition, man, but to be real, I had two best friends, man, to this day. DJ Rollins, who was my best man at my wedding, and my other homeboy, Louis Cole Holland. And those boys, man, when I first stopped playing ball, I was from an academic standpoint, I got lazy. You know what I'm saying? And I never forget this conversation. And when I do my speeches and when I talk to people, I always, tell youth about having good friends in your life. Because, bro, they took me to the Breezeway in Winston and was like, bro, we gotta talk. I'm like, what's up? Like, man, we've been together all day. Why y'all telling me now? And they was like, bro, you're not representing the brand, bro. Because everybody used to call us the triad because it was always us three. I mean, you see one, you see the other two. Not just one, we three. We moved it together. And they was like, yo, that ain't what we about. I was like, man, you ain't going to class. You cutting up. Like, you ain't taking your grades serious. Like, you ain't seeing you studying. Like, that ain't what we about. It was like, yo, if you gonna be that way, bro, you can't rock. Like, that ain't what we do. And I'm probably academically the dumbest of the three. You know what I mean? Like, Louis is top of his class as a computer science major. DJ Rollins still to this day, if I'm not mistaken, graduated with the highest GPA in the music department at Winston-Salem State. So I'm not rocking with two cats that don't take academics serious. So for them to pull me to the side, man, that's what really helped me adjust. And if I didn't have those brothers in my life, I don't know where. I don't know how it would have been, because ball, I wanted to be eligible for ball. When ball wasn't there no more, it was kind of like, okay, what's my drive now? You know what I mean? And for them to pull me to the side and be like, yo, if you gonna be with us, bro, that ain't what we about.
Friends hold you accountable, man.
Yeah, friends that are real friends.
Real friends hold you accountable.
Tell you what you need to hear and not what you want to hear. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for that day, I don't know where I would have been academically.
Solid, man. So we all, for those who live up under a rock and just
don't know what's going on.
Know what's better. My man is one of the most powerful, motivational
I didn't know that's where he was going, because now I sound vain.
The world. Now, this man may not be worldwide yet, but I feel like, you know what I'm saying, he is one of the, if not the best motivational speaker in the land. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, he is needed. He is so needed. But we want to know, why motivational speaking, man? Like what actually led you to that particular, you know, like, because that's giving back.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But that takes courage.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
A lot of courage to stand in front of
folks.
You don't know how it's gonna be received.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So take a lot of courage, man. Why motivational speaking?
So I think there's a couple things that made me go into it. But you know, after football, I started coaching.
Okay.
That's how I hung up the cleats and I picked up a whistle.
Right.
And my style was I've always been very positive, man. I'm the dude on the sideline. We down by 14 with 2 minutes left. I'm going crazy because I still believe we can win the game.
Come on.
So I've always had that. So being in coaching, I was always motivating, and then I loved when young men started to click for them, and you actually started to see change in their life. So from there, I started working for this company where I was over all the high schools and middle schools doing conflict resolution and anger management trainings. So just being a part of those life-changing events in those kids' life made me want to, you know, just do it a little bit more. Then I'm a PK. You know, I grew up in the church, so you know I
salute the PK.
Yes, salute.
Salute all the
Hey man,
PK.
don't let everybody call us bad. We bad because we hang with the Saints kids.
There you go.
That's
man.
why.
You know what I'm saying?
Tired of that narrative. I'm gonna destroy that narrative.
I mean, I'm a PK myself.
See, I didn't know that.
I'm a PK.
It
man.
gets deeper here. You see?
I'm telling you,
we bad because we hang with y'all Saints kids.
We hang with you hoodlums.
That's why y'all taught us how to be that.
Don't
bad.
know how to just listen.
Y'all just don't have these limelights
You ain't got it
on y'all.
But guess what though? We persevered.
Yeah, we got through it. So I started preaching when I was 23. And you know, I was trying to find my lane because I wasn't, you know, the hooping and that wasn't my style. Yeah. And then this guy by the name of, some of y'all might know him, might not, by the name of Eric Thomas.
E.T.,
the hip hop preacher.
Hip hop preacher.
Came out, and my homeboy DJ, he was like, bro, you ever heard this dude named E.T.? I was like, nah. He was like, bro, you gotta check him out. So I listened to him, and right then I was like, this is what I want to do. That's it. Because all the motivational speakers I saw before him was suit, tie, you know, nothing against him. You know, you got Les Miles and those kind of guys. They were suit, tie, behind the podium, you know, giving motivation. I hadn't seen a dude with that fire. Like, he sounded like a football coach. And I'm like, if they accepting that in the motivational industry, right. I can do that. That's me. Right. But what it did for me, man, it changed my preaching too. Because I realized, like, I'm better at being me than I am at trying to be something I'm not. Come on. So, man, I have never, even to this day, bro, I never feel more fulfilled in my life than when I'm in front of people, being able to motivate and empower and encourage. I realize now that's my gift. Like, I do that naturally. Right. Like, I don't have, it ain't gotta be no cameras around it. It's just natural for me to just motivate, bro. It's just, God just gave me that gift. I didn't, you know, ask for it. I didn't, you know, train it. Right. It was just something natural. And then, like I said, when I saw E.T., I started studying him. Then the Inky Johnsons came out. Ooh, you know what I'm saying? Then the David Shans came out. The Sleep is for Sucker brands. Then Life Speaks came out. Yeah. And then it was just a couple of other cats that I really started like learning from and getting up under. And I started to realize, like, yo, this is what I want to do, you know, and that's what really sparked the urge to want to do motivational speaking. You know, I get to motivate, empower, and encourage, but I also get to give off energy. Come on. You know what I mean? And in hopes that God uses me to be able to spark something in somebody else. Like in my book I wrote, I said at the beginning, it was like, I don't have the answers.
Right.
But my job is to spark the conversation for you to go to the source to get your answer.
Right.
And all I'm here to do is motivate that action for you to step out. But it was Eric Thomas, bruh.
E.T.
If I had somebody, my boy, I'm gonna link you with my homeboy too, Travis Jackson.
Okay.
He's the CEO of HBCU Pride Nation.
Oh,
you definitely gotta bring him on. But he got to meet him. And he did a video for me where E.T. was like, YP Thomas, how you doing? Oh, man, I hear you out here motivating, bruh. I went crazy after that, like video after video after video.
You shoot it out.
Oh, bro, I got them all for you.
I'm hot now.
The source them hot, you know what I mean? So that drove me, man, and just to like
a
feeling
ad-lib,
bro, and feeling his impact through that. To where it made me go harder, made me say, God, that's what I want to do.
Right.
That's what I want to do. So it really, just took me to another level, man. So Eric Thomas, when I meet you, my brother, we got to talk. Because you did this. You created YP.
YP, man. YP.
Absolutely.
So going forward, man, now, most preachers that we know historically, they are the nice suit and tie and all that stuff. You got a little swag with you. How does that make you feel as far as just like knowing that you got your own, style?
Yeah.
But your dad's a preacher.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But you're not trying to mimic him.
Right.
You got your own style.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So how did that make you feel?
Man, that was a transition too, because when I first started, I felt like I had to do that. I had to wear the tie, I had to wear the suit, I had to put on the blazer, I had to do all that. And I was comfortable in that at that time because that's where I was froze, that's what I came from, that's what I was about. But as I started to see the culture shift in church, and the way that you gotta understand now, your predominant members or your impactful members now are going to be your millennial to your Gen Z.
Right.
Like the baby boomer age now, man, they done set the foundation for us. Like we can't ask them to do but so much more now. And when I started seeing that shift, I was like, man, I'm just not comfortable in suits no more.
Right.
And then I started preaching in fitteds. And
how was that received though?
We're transparent today, right?
We be transparent.
So it started out of the little bit of rebellion I had in me, right?
It is what it is.
For the simple fact that my whole thought pattern is, I'm sure God doesn't care that I have this hat on right now.
Right.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm positive
that he's not going to ignore me because I have on a hat right now.
Right.
And it just became a thing, man, because I wanted people that walked into the doors of my church to feel comfortable, like, yo, you up there preaching with a fitted? You got a hat on in the pulpit?
Right.
Oh, then shoot, I know I can wear my jeans and chill, you know what I mean? And just to get rid of the judgmental stigmas that happen in church, man, I just committed to, you know what, I'm not wearing another suit unless I want to.
Come on.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna come in with my t-shirt, my jeans, my sneaks, my fitted, and I'm gonna go in. You know, the word gonna still go, and I'm gonna dive in. And even when I go visit places, and now in Rome, you do as the Romans do. Right. So I always ask before I go anywhere, when they invite me, I say, hey, are you okay with me, wearing a hat?
Right.
And they always say, we want you to do what you do. And that's just my thing. You know what I mean? It just to make people understand, like, all of those religious crazy stigmas, man, like it's really not about that at the end of the day.
Nah,
you got to meet people where they are and allow people to be comfortable.
Come on.
And so that transition was really different. But for me, when I finally said, I'm going to be me, like I can't do this. And I remember in my prayer time with God, I was saying, God, how do I do that? I remember him telling me, I don't want you to change nothing. Like there's people that you're gonna reach that other people can't because you are gonna be who you are.
Come on.
So when I got that confirmation, it was like, I'm good, because my thing, young in it, I cared so much about what people thought. Right. And what happened was I started caring more about what people thought than what my purpose was. Ooh. And it started making me not see my purpose, because instead of looking in tunnel vision, I was all in the other lanes. Like, what they saying about me? What they saying about me? Thinking I had to fit this box. Right. Until I realized, man, if you're not careful, people will put you in a box that they can't even fit in. Right. And if you're not careful with that, man, you'll lose sight of where you're headed or where God is trying to take you, because you're so worried about what people are going to think about the direction that he's taking you. Right. Instead of saying, the hell with what they think. I got confirmation from the source. Right. I'm good. I'm gone. Right. And that's where I'm at with it right now, man. Like, if people may not rock with it, and that's fine. Then I may not be the leader for you. Yeah, right. But then it's gonna be a group of people that's gonna be like, yo, I'll rock with that. With this cat. You know what I mean? And those are the people that I want. Yeah, I want everybody, but I understand in this world, that's another thing. You're not gonna please everybody, man. Right. Everybody's not gonna rock with you. Right. And I had to get over that. I wanted everybody to,
everybody to love
accept me, But when I just realized, like, you know what? Okay, this is the way I'm gonna go. Yeah. This is how I'm gonna do it. Yeah. And I'm gonna be okay with this, because I know that God told me to be this way.
Man, that's solid, man. So let me ask you something, man. Because listen, man, y'all better have y'all notepads out. Right? Cause you better be taking notes, because my man is dropping some jewels out here in these streets. And it's for free. All right?
Free of charge.
It's free of charge. Right now. You know what I'm saying? Pandemic is, hey.
I'll invoice you.
Once the pandemic is over, man, the prices going back up.
Prices go up, yeah.
So listen, we have been tracking this whole, this whole Black Lives Matters movement, and we've seen so much going on right now with the whole racism, you know what I'm saying, and stereotypes, you know what I mean, and all this stuff. But you was a 17-year-old at one point, and if you can talk to that YP, that 17-year-old YP, that's not really, let's say, familiar with what he's about to encounter, what he's about to experience with life, you know what I'm saying? In addition to being racially profiled. Right. What would you say to that YP that's in Statesville right now watching this show right now? Take your time, boy. Take your time, baby.
Woo! 17-year-old YP was so confused.
Yes.
There's a couple things I would say. The first thing I would say is, this world is not what you think it is. And everybody around you does not view you the way you think they do. I had the privilege of being friends with everybody, man. I didn't really experience racial profiling to the point where it blinded me on racial profiling, because I always thought, y'all had to do something, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, why was y'all over there? Well, at the end of the day, that doesn't matter why they were over there. Why they were doing nuts. So, the world is not what you think it is. Two, find yourself. I didn't know who I was at 17, dude. Like, even to the point when I got to college, like, I didn't find my own swag till I was probably like a junior. In college, because I was trying to dress like everybody else, like what I thought was fly, instead of what's my own swag? Who am I? And I that would be something I would tell myself, because what I did at 17 until I was whatever age, I had no idea that it would affect the 33, 34-year-old man that I became. like the way that I handled situations or the way that I thought life was at 17, all the way up until a certain age, I had no idea that all of that would blow up in front of my face at 33, 34 years old.
Okay.
You know, so, you know, and I've never been more secure in who I am today, ever, because of that. But talking to 17-year-old Chris, you know, because my real name is Chris. Everybody calls me YP. So call me YP. Yeah. But talking to 17-year-old Chris before YP was formed, I say know yourself, man. Like, dive into them deep, dark places that you don't want to dive into, because eventually you can't run from them forever, bro. You can't. You're gonna have to deal with that.
Right.
And you know, and just realize that you are a black man in society. And it don't matter what you do, it don't matter how high you climb, it don't matter how great you are. There's still gonna be people in the society that sees you as an N-word, bro.
No matter what you do.
No matter what you do, you're
no
just another N-word.
Yes,
and you have to be secure in yourself and know that you are the man that you are in yourself, to where when that ugly side of the world and of America shows its face, you can keep yourself calm and not end up in jail.
Come on. Hey, my man just gave y'all a whole menu of just jewels, like jewels you can pick from.
Yeah, man, you got
just a whole plethora of jewels.
Know yourself, man.
Know
That's
yourself,
the biggest thing. Know who you are, bro.
And what I'ma add to that is put God first.
All day.
You know what I'm saying? Because
all day.
I'm telling you, He is the reason, man. He'll help you down that path.
Oh,
because He already know what you about to go through.
Yeah.
You know
and He let you do it too.
Yeah,
that's the thing. A lot of people don't understand this thing called free will. Like, your steps are ordered. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But you gotta pick the path.
Right.
Like, okay, you want to go that way? Cool. If you go that way, this is what you're going to go through.
Yeah.
I got an easier route for you.
Right.
But you got to make that decision.
Right.
Because you have the free will. And one of another part of know who you are, and the reason it's so important to know who you are is so you know what you're not. Because when you know who you are, you can identify what you're not, and you won't fall for the nonsense that comes with what you're not, disguised as what you really want to be. So when you know who you are, you'll be able to identify what you're not. That's a game changer.
Hey, you're a game changer. He's a game changer, man.
Come on, man.
Hey, man, listen. You guys have been blessed by the YP himself, man. Statesville representative, man. Charlotte, North Carolina resident. You know what I'm saying? Winston-Salem State grad, HBCU
Rams in the building.
Listen, before we let this guy go, man, because we have been impacted by him. We are just thankful, man.
I'm thankful.
The community vibes, man. You know what I'm saying? Family. We're so thankful because
thank you for having me.
He's the reason why we exist, man. You know what I'm saying? Because he is a whole vibe by himself, right?
Man.
So before we let this guy go, we gotta ask him the magic question. Right? We gotta ask him the magic question, y'all. And your response to this question will determine our friendship going forward.
All right, I'm ready.
Let's go to our friendship.
I'm ready.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
Give it to me.
All right. State representatives. Now I know down at Winston-Salem, Statesville and Charlotte, all over the place, especially at church. Y'all eat chicken wings.
Absolutely.
Y'all eat chicken wings.
Yeah, all day.
Okay.
All day.
Now, when it comes to chicken wings, do you prefer the flats or the drum?
Yeah. That's a really good question, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't care what comes on the plate. It's getting eaten. Okay. All right, let me settle that.
So you're not biased.
I don't have to have a certain one, but I do tend to lean towards the flat. I tend to lean towards the flat, bro. And I'm gonna tell you why a lot of people don't like the flat tuck. You know why they don't like the flat?
Why?
Because they don't like the work.
They don't want to work.
And I get it.
Have to work to
but
eat.
it's more reward.
It's not.
Because when you crack them two in half, bro.
It's not. It's
I'm telling you, it's more meat on the flat.
It's really not though.
It really is.
It's really not.
Unless you get the jumbo drum.
We just had some wings.
Listen,
the drums had super duper cow meat on that joint.
Listen, I'm totally okay with whatever comes on. I'm not ordering just drums.
Not going to, that's what I'm saying. You're not going to go to a restaurant and just say, "Give me all flats," though.
No. Yeah. I respect the drum.
I mean,
I'm a drummer. I've been playing drums since I was 11.
That's all I want.
So I have respect for the drum. I gotta say this. I gotta say this before we go. My junior year in college, we went down to South Carolina State, and we messed with the wrong bunch of boys that night.
Yes, sir.
Because they ran up on us. I think it was like 56-14. I have never liked them since then.
Yes, sir.
You might know Sean Baker. Because he was the running back.
Bait. Salute the Bait.
Salute the Bait. Heck of a coach right now at Huff, if he's still there.
Yeah, he's still
Sean Baker gave us business. God almighty. Hey, and I played because he played with my boy Gabe Dennis, my boy Mike Miller. Yeah. They all played at God, I can't remember the name of the school, but here in Charlotte. Yeah. And they knew him and they was like, bro, it's gonna be a long one, dog.
It's gonna be a long one.
And bro, I didn't know he was that big until that joker ran out of bounds.
Yo, Baker been big, bro. Baker been that big since middle school.
But you thought he was small on film. Dog. Baker like 6'1", 6'2".
Dog like 6'4", dog.
With the helmet and cleats, bro. Dog. I was like, this dude is huge.
Dog was a DN playing linebacker.
Bro, and so running back, it was crazy because my wife knew him, but me and my wife didn't meet until a year after we graduated college. But he ended up coming to one of my wife's parties. He was like, yeah, Sean Baker. I was like, Sean Baker? So he looked kind of, I said, hey, bro. Did you play at South Carolina State? He was like, yeah. I said, man, I can't say what I said to him on it. And he was like, what? I said, man, I played in Winston. He was like, oh, I know why you mad. Yeah. Bruh, but that's my story with SC. Like, I'm cool now. I'm over it now. But I ain't really rock with y'all for a while. Y'all left a little bit of blood and a little bit of bitter taste in my mouth.
We all have different little
y'all was
disputes.
real, bro. God, y'all
you know what I'm saying?
Then your band blew our band out the water.
It is what it is. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna come back with it because I listen, man. Winston-Salem State, you guys have won a good fair share of championships down there.
Yeah. Now we
fair share of championships.
We did our thing for a minute.
Listen, man. Your alumni is huge, man. And we just we love it for the culture.
Absolutely.
Because there's not one person that I know that has left that campus that does not love that campus.
And that's the same thing for South Carolina State, because I used to work, one of my homegirls, I used to work with at Wells Fargo. She went to South Carolina State.
Yes, sir.
Tanisha, she loves, like she wears everything. Man. You know, South Carolina State.
Bulldogs, man.
Yeah, man. Other cats that I met.
Already know. I'm repping all day long.
I ain't got no beef with South Carolina State. Y'all like with me.
Hey, South Carolina State, bring them down. Bring them down to speak. Bring them down to speak, man. We're going to work on that, man. I'm getting, we're going to coordinate some things, you know what I'm saying? Because you already done been in touch with me about some things. So we're going to work on some things, man. As soon as this pandemic thing is kind of over a little bit, going to bring them down, man, because these young gentlemen and young women need to hear this guy's voice, okay?
All I need is a date.
That's it. We're going to work on it. And we're going to pay him, all right? You know what I'm about.
You not going to argue that.
I ain't okay. You know what I'm saying? Get a little Jackie.
A little bit of something.
Shane, put it in the little collection, plane.
Pass that plate around. Because I'm going to make you say hallelujah at one point.
Okay.
At one point.
Listen, y'all, thank y'all so much, man, for tuning in to another impactful episode of the Community Vibes, man. We are so thankful. Listen, once again, just in case you forgot, if God woke you up this morning, give him all the praise.
All of it.
Because you could have been in somebody's morgue last night, waiting, you know what I'm saying, waiting to be picked up by the funeral home. But you're not. You're still breathing. You're still living. Therefore, give him all the praise and give him all the glory, and just tell him thank you for just the simple things like water, man, food, you know what I mean, transportation, you know what I'm saying, breath, shelter.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? The ability just to say thank you. You know what I'm saying? That's enough by itself.
That's all it is about.
Thank y'all so much, man. All right, tune in next time. We got somebody coming up real
for
special
having
next.
me,
It's my boy Rusty Russ is coming up next. All right, listen, stand up, man. Claflin University, you up next, man. Salute.
Yo, Kingdom. Community vibes, community ties. Terrance Tucker is the brother who's connecting the tribe. You say you won't shine, come get your shine on. You say you want vibes, come get your vibe on. Community vibes, community ties. Terrance Tucker is the brother who's connecting the tribe. Hey, you say you won't shine, we'll get your shine on. You say you want vibes, we'll get your vibe on.